The U.S. Navy has released a video showing jet fighters taking off from an aircraft carrier operating in the MidEast. According to Assosicted Press, the U.S. ordered the USS Carl Vinson to the MidEast to back up the USS Harry S, Truman, which has been launching airstrikes against the Houthi rebels in Yemen since the American campaign started March 15. Footage released by the Navy showed the Vinson preparing ordnance and launching F-35 and F/A-18 fighter jets off its deck in recent days. The operation of the Vinson and its strike group in the Arabian Sea comes as suspected U.S. airstrikes pounded parts of Yemen controlled by the Iranian-backed Houthis overnight into Tuesday. American officials have repeatedly linked the U.S. month-long campaign against the Houthis under President Donald Trump as a means to pressure Iran in the ongoing nuclear negotiations. The U.S. Navy's Bahrain-based Fifth Fleet, which oversees the MidEast, declined to discuss details of the Vinson's operations.
Iran has made a series of demands in exchange for curtailing its nuclear activities during direct talks with the United States in Oman. According to WSJ, Tehran is insisting on easing U.S. sanctions, unblocking foreign assets, and ending pressure on Chinese buyers of Iranian oil. If the American side agrees to fulfill these conditions, the Islamic Republic will be ready to return to the parameters of the 2015 nuclear deal, which Washington abandoned during Donald Trump's first presidential term. However, the White House is unlikely to make concessions without additional guarantees from Iran, according to sources. Despite this, U.S. negotiators have refrained from making tough conditions and focused on preventing Iran's nuclear material from being turned into weapons, the NYT notes. The meeting took place on April the 12th in Muscat. Iran was represented by Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi, and the American side was represented by Special Presidential Envoy Steve Witkoff. Although the dialogue was conducted through the Omani Foreign Minister, the participants managed to briefly communicate in person for the first time since 2017. Both sides assessed the talks as constructive and agreed to hold the next round on April the 19th. Araghchi said the two sides were close to establishing a basis for negotiations. The White House also described the meeting as a step forward, and Trump said the dialogue was moving forward but stressed that concrete results were important. As is known, before this, the American leader actually issued an ultimatum to Tehran. In March, he sent a letter to Iran's supreme leader, Ali Khamenei, demanding a new deal to be concluded within 2 months. At the same time, the U.S. president threatened unprecedented bombings and tariffs if an agreement was not reached. Meanwhile, the media reported that Israel was considering the possibility of a joint strike on Iran with the United States. Pentagon chief Pete Hegseth stated that U.S. President Donald Trump is deadly serious when he says he may, among other things, use military means to prevent Iran from acquiring nuclear weapons. He is dead serious about Iran not being able to have nuclear weapons, Hegseth said. He is also absolutely serious about the fact that if we cannot resolve this issue at the negotiating table, then we have options, including involving my ministry to ensure that Iran never gets a nuclear bomb, he said. He told CBS that while Mr. Trump hoped to never have to resort to a military option, we've shown a capability to go far, to go deep, and go big. Again, we don't want to do that, but if we have to, we will, to prevent the nuclear bomb in Iran's hands. Earlier, Khamenei ordered the Iranian army to be put on high alert due to fears of an attack from the United States.
Jeff Bezos' Blue Origin launched his fiancée Lauren Sanchez into space Monday with an all-female celebrity crew that included Katy Perry and Gayle King. According to Associated Press, it was the latest wave in space tourism, where more of the rich and famous than ever before, or lucky and well-connected, can enter the zero-gravity realm traditionally dominated by professional astronauts. The New Shepard rocket blasted off on the quick up-and-down trip from West Texas. The fringes of space beckoned some 65 miles up, promising a few precious minutes of weightlessness. Sanchez, a helicopter pilot and former TV journalist, invited the others along for the 10-minute, fully automated flight, packing on the star power with singer-songwriter Perry and CBS Mornings co-host King. Also sharing the ride were film producer Carrie-Anne Flynn, Aisha Bowe, a former NASA engineer who started her own companies to promote science education, and Amanda Nguyen, a scientist who studied planets around other stars and now advocates for survivors of sexual violence. It was the 11th human spaceflight for the Washington state-based company, founded by Bezos in 2000 after making a fortune with Amazon. Bezos strapped in for Blue Origin's first space tourist flight in 2021 and accompanied the latest crew to the pad. The celebrity launch was the nation's first spaceflight where women filled each seat. The only other all-female crew in 64 years of human spaceflight was back in 1963. That's when Soviet cosmonaut Valentina Tereshkova launched by herself, becoming the first woman in space. Tereshkova spent 3 days off the planet. Even after the latest launch, women represent barely 15% of the more than 700 people who have traveled into space. Sanchez said she deliberately chose women to launch with her, each of them eager to inspire both the young and old to dream big, and even commissioned special flight suits.
4, command engine start, 2, 1, ignition. Liftoff. New Shepard has cleared the tower. Engine response looks good. Mach 1, vehicle is supersonic. Engine back up to full throttle.
Supersonic, we have passed through max Q. Maximum dynamic pressure. That's when the vehicle, the stresses between the atmosphere and
ascent. Oprah watching her best friend go to space.
Oh, the moon! You guys, I have to tell you, look at the moon. Look. Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my goddess! That's our pink moon.
that have popped out, those are to stabilize the rocket as it comes into land. Shortly thereafter, you will see the drag brakes that deploy from the crew capsule. Those are like the guide parachutes. There go the drogue parachutes.
Just free falling right there until those drogues came out. Hear that screaming inside the capsule?
And all three parachutes reefing, and they like the sporty perception. There it is.
She didn't really close it again. Come on out, guys. We'll see your babies.
Where are my babies?
They're over here. Go see them.
Where? Oh, we have to go
Right
there.
there.
Okay.
Katie! Woo!
What? I just have to have a moment with the ground. Let me just appreciate the ground for just a second. Thank you, Jesus. Oh my God. That was amazing.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
I'm so proud. So proud of you.
Oh, there we go.